Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. You able to hear me? Good morning. Good morning. So, without wasting much of a time, I'm not sure how rest of India is. Hyderabad is currently going through a heat wave. Situation is very, very bad here. Not sure how rest of India is. Very bad. It's almost like desert type of climate. Yes, same now. Here we have yellow alert, not orange. Yes. So, guys, we'll continue the discussion that we were doing. This is the UPSC MCQs and previously questions that we were doing. Good morning, Arup. And for those who are not yet part of my Telegram group, you can always join my Telegram group plus students, and you can get access to all the material, content, and other stuff that I share and the class notes. Now, let us see the first question for the day. Satyasodak Samaj is organized a movement for upliftment of tribals in Bihar, a temple entry movement in Gujarat, an anti-caste movement in Maharashtra, a peasant movement in Punjab. What is Satyasodak Samaj? It's an anti-caste movement mainly observed in Maharashtra. Satyasodak Samaj literally means the truth seekers society. It was a social reform society founded by Jyotiba Phule in Pune, Maharashtra on the 24th of September 1873. The Samaj espoused a mission of education and increased social rights and political access for the underprivileged groups, focusing especially on women, peasants, and Dalits in Maharashtra. Jyotiba's wife, Savitri Bai, was the head of the women's section of the society of the women's wing of Satyaswada Samaj. The Samaj disbanded during the 1930s as leaders left to join the Indian National Congress. So Satyaswada Samaj, in a way, its leadership completely merged into Indian National Congress and slowly it got off. Which one of the following personalities was recently conferred with Gandhi Mandela Award 2022? Vladimir Putin, Vladimir Zelensky, Kailash Satyarthi, Dalai Lama. Gandhi Mandela Award. Tibetan spiritual leader Dalai Lama, the 14th Dalai Lama was recently, in 2022, was given in November 2022, was given the Gandhi Mandela Award 2022. Yes. The leader is the recipient of the 1989 Nobel Peace Prize as well. Dalai Lama has developed his philosophy of peace based on the concepts of universal responsibility, embarking all mankind as well as nature onto the path of peace. See, Gandhi Mandela Award is actually given by the Gandhi Mandela Foundation Government of India Registered Trust (NGO), and it has constituted an international prize, the Gandhi Mandela Award for the 150th birth anniversary 2019 of the father of the nation, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. The award is actually given to personalities who have carried forward the ideals of Gandhi, mainly done significant contributions in the field of peace, social welfare, culture, environment, education, healthcare, sports, and innovation. Just remember one thing, it was a C.F. Andrews. He also called as Deen Bandhu Andrews, who's the only guy who used to call Gandhi as Mohan. And Andrews was the guy whom Gokhale sent to South Africa to convince Gandhi to come back to India and take over the reins of Indian national movement. And Andrews was successful in convincing Gandhi. Namaste, Sandeep. So, Beijing Declaration of and a platform for action, often seen in news, is strategy to tackle the regional terrorism and outcome of meeting of SCO, a plan of action for sustainable economic growth in the Asia Pacific region, and outcome of deliberations of the Asia Pacific Economic Forum, an agenda for women's empowerment, an outcome of World Conference convened by the United Nations, a strategy to combat wildlife tracking, a declaration of the East Asia Summit. What is Beijing Declaration? बिल्कुल गाइस, आपके प्रीलिम्स में अभी 9 दिन बचे हैं. फ्रॉम नाउ कूल डाउन अ लिटिल, थोड़ा ठंडक पाओ. प्रीलिम्स एग्जाम है, आराम से, विदाउट एनी टेंशन. कीप इट कूल, कीप इट स्मूथ. डोंट स्ट्रेस योरसेल्फ ऑन द डे ऑफ प्रीलिम्स. वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action. Fantastically, everybody is wrong. It is actually a platform for women empowerment. Just because it is Beijing, it does not mean it deals only with Shanghai Cooperation Organization. It aims at accelerating the implementation of the Nairobi forward-looking strategies for advancement of women and removing all the obstacles to women's active participation in all spheres of public life and private life through full and equal share or equal role in economic, social, cultural, and political decision making, giving equal existence for women in economic, social, cultural, and political decision makings. Theme for World Children's Day 2022 is a better future for every child, inclusion for every child, inclusion of children. Children of today are keepers tomorrow. Yes. World Children's Day 2022 theme. बिल्कुल. अब समझ में आ रहा है why I'm trying to do this MCQs now and why I'm including a lot of current affairs. Last minute में बहुत कुछ याद हो जाता है. We are doing current affairs for the last 6 months. National Commission for Protection of Child Rights launched training modules for child welfare committees, protocols for restoration and reparation of children, and all along with Ghar, Go Home and Reunite, portal for restoration and reparation of children on the occasion of World Children's Day, 20th November 2022. November 20th का होता है. You can remember it that way. This way, चाचा नेहरू के बर्थडे के एक हफ्ते बाद होता है. November 14th is Children's Day. 1 week later. NCPCR does this. Theme of World Children Rights Day is inclusion of rights. First comes Children's Day, then comes Children Rights Day. Ah. ILO Conventions 138 and 182 are related to child labor, adaptation of agricultural practices to global climate change, regulation of food prices and food security, gender parity at the workplace. Sandeep, didn't Indira Gandhi die on 31st of October? 1994, 31 अक्टूबर को मर गई थी. हाँ. ILO Convention 138 and 182 are related to. They are actually associated with the child labor. Convention number 138 is on minimum age. Convention number 182 on the worst forms of child labor. 138 and 182. Network Readiness Index is released by World Economic Forum, IUCN, Portulans Institute, ITU. Network Readiness Index is actually an index released by World Economic Forum. India is now placed at 61st rank as per the Network Readiness Index, NRI 2022, out of 134. Obviously, India improved its positions by 6 ranks. It's actually an indicator of how much a country is ready for a digital world. The report has been prepared by Portulans Institute, an independent profit or non-profit, non-partisan research and educational institution based in Washington, D.C., but it is actually published by WEF. Released by WEF, prepared by Portulan. India leads in several indicators, such as first in AI talent concentration, artificial intelligence, second in mobile broadband internet traffic within the country. United States takes first spot, Netherlands has the fourth. And remember, there is also another index called Networked Readiness Index. This is of WEF. There is Portland Institute का एक है, दूसरा एक और भी है, which actually doesn't talk about internet but rather the other things, connectivity. Which of the following are part of UNESCO's World Network of Biosphere Reserves? Nilgiri, Manas, Nokrek, Kach, Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve. UNESCO Biosphere Reserves. Find out and tell. Answer is B. 11 out of 18 biosphere reserves are part of World Network of Biosphere Reserves based on UNESCO Man and Biosphere Program List MAB. Nilgiri, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, added in 2000. Gulf of Mannar, 2001. Sundarbans, 2001. Nanda Devi, 2004. Nokrak, 2009. Panchmarhi Biosphere Reserve, Madhya Pradesh, 2009. Simlipal, 2009. Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve, 2013. Achanakmar Amarkantak Biosphere Reserve, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh. Agastyamalai, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, 2016. Kanchenjunga National Park, Sikkim, 2018. The annual status of education report is published by Oxfam India, Save the Children, World Vision, Pratham. Who publishes the Oxfam reports? World Status of Education, ASER, is actually given by Pratham. 2021 was given by NGO Pratham, working in the field of education. The award carries a monetary award of 25 lakhs along with citation. It is annually awarded by Indira Gandhi Memorial Trust to individuals and organizations. Annual Status of Education report is biannually published by the NGO Pratham since 2005. Consider the following statements. It's a martial arts which originated as a style in Kerala during 3rd century BC and 2nd century AD. Like most Indian martial arts, it contains rituals and philosophies inspired by Hinduism. It is believed to be the oldest surviving martial arts in India. Above statements refer to which of the following indigenous martial art forms? Kalaripayattu, Malkhambh, Ghatka, Thangta. Kalaripayattu. It's a martial art form originated in the style in Kerala in 3rd century BC to 2nd century AD. The word Kalari first appears in the Sangam literature, guys, to describe both the battlefield and combat area. Kalari. It is considered to be one of the oldest fighting systems in existence. Yeah, it's a martial art form. Kalari contains rituals and philosophies of Hinduism, and it's a martial arts form. Which of the following countries with borders touching Persian Gulf? Bahrain, Iran, Iraq, Qatar, Oman. Guys, why is Persian Gulf famous for? ये भी बता दो. Why is Persian Gulf famous for? पर्शियन गल्फ की पॉपुलैरिटी किस किस वजह से है? Basically, European to Asian trade actually goes through this Persian Gulf. So whoever controls this place controls everything. The lands around Persian Gulf are basically covered by Bahrain, Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, Saudi and United Arab Emirates. Exactly, the Strait of Hormuz. और हम लोग वहां पे I mean China was planning to blockade it by constructing the Gwadar port. Unfortunately, India did a checkmate. We built Chabahar. चाइना ग्वादार बनाता रहा, हमने पीछे से ग्वाद चाबहार बना दिया. ओमान होगा तो आंसर डी यस. इट शुड बी डी. नहीं नहीं, वो तो ठीक है. बॉर्डर्स ना, ओमान का बॉर्डर नहीं है ना. ओमान डजंट हैव ए बॉर्डर. गाइस, संदीप, ओमान बॉर्डर नहीं है ना. ओमान डजंट हैव द कोस्ट. दिस इज पर्शियन गल्फ एज अ लैंड. Consider the following factors. He is credited for the introduction of iron cased rockets in warfare. He planted the tree of liberty of Srirangapatnam. He died defending his fortress of Srirangapatnam against British forces. The above given facts refer to which one of the following personalities? Above factors refer to which one of the personalities? एक फोर्थ ऑप्शन भी होना चाहिए. बिकॉज ऑफ लूज टॉकिंग ऑन हिम बीजेपी लॉस्ट कर्नाटक इलेक्शंस. ये भी है. टीपू सुल्तान. क्रेडिट गोes to तेजस्वी सूर्या. Tipu Tipu is actually the inventor of what we call the Tipu rocket, the first handheld rocket. Tipu wanted Mysore to be a modern rival of European powers and made investments in technology accordingly. For example, he is actually credited with creating the iron-cased rockets in modern warfare. Tipu Sultan was also a pioneer in administrative and economic reforms. He introduced new coins, started new land revenue systems in Mysore. He also introduced sericulture, which continues to employ many Kannadigas till date. In 1796, Tipu Sultan established the Board of Admiralty and planned for a fleet of battleships and frigates. He was a great lover of democracy, great diplomat who gave support to French soldiers in Srirangapatnam, became a member of a Jacobin club in 1797. He planted a tree of liberty at Srirangapatnam. Tipu died defending his fortress in Srirangapatnam, and he was defeated by the British using cheating, just like the way British defeated Sirajud-Dowlah. Tipu Sultan's military commander Mir Sadiq was actually bribed by Wellesley to cheat Tipu. Consider the following statements about global partnership on AI. It's an international initiative to promote responsible AI use that respects human rights and democratic values. India is the founding member of the 25-member group whose membership is open to all. Its secretariat is hosted by World Economic Forum. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? GPA. Sandeep, if Tipu had got full support of Napoleon, then currently I would have, every class I would have been saying bonjour. And we would probably be using franc as our main currency. It's simple. Answer here is A. Global Partnership on AI. It's actually an international initiative started in 2020 for responsible development of AI, consistent with the values of human rights, fundamental freedom, and shared democratic values. India is actually a founding member of this, whose membership is open to all. Its secretariat is actually hosted by OECD. May Sitadri, I'll tell you, इतिहास गवाह है. For politics, if people use history, history will make them a history. पॉलिटिक्स के लिए इतिहास का इस्तेमाल करेंगे तो इतिहास उनको ही इतिहास बना देगा. ये सच है. शिवाजी के साथ भी यही हुआ था, टीपू के साथ भी यही हुआ है, निजाम के साथ भी यही हुआ. Simple. The terms ronograms and quotametries, sometimes mentioned recently, are related to ronograms and quotametries. These are basically international systems of measurement. Scientists in France voted in November for a new metric prefix to express world's smallest measurements prompted by ever-growing amount of data. So Rona 10 to the power of 27 zeros and Quetta 10 to the power of 30 zeros. The prefixes for smallest numbers Ronto and Quecto. 10 to the negative of 27th zero, 10 to the power of negative 30th power. Governor General ka session, I'm having challenges with internet. I'll have to pata nahi why it is happening in the afternoons. Climate Change Performance Index is published by IUCN, WWF, UNEP, none of the above. मैं वीडियोस डाल दूंगा सीता पे. आज डाल दूंगा. Climate Change Performance Index is published by IUCN, WWF, UNEP, none of the above. Done. It is actually published by German Watch at New Climate Institute and Climate Action Network International based in Germany. India has currently been ranked top fifth country in the world and best among the G20 countries in terms of the climate change performance. It is given by German Watch. India is actually considered one of the best places for taking climate actions. Consider the following statements about Lachit Borphukan. He was commander in Ahom Kingdom. He is known for his leadership in the Battle of Saraigat. Battle of Saraigat was fought between Ahom Kingdom and British Empire. Which of the following statements is or are correct? I think मैं दिन में क्या करता हूँ संदीप. You mean what do I do at home? अभी ये ऑनलाइन क्लास के बाद मेरा ऑफलाइन क्लास होता CSB IAS एकेडमी हैदराबाद में. वहीं निकल जाता है. Then I have a class at two other places. Then I have shooting with the Telangana state government education TV channel. उसके बाद तेलंगाना गवर्नमेंट का स्टडी सर्कल होता है, SC स्टडी सर्कल, देन ST स्टडी सर्कल, देन BC स्टडी सर्कल. ये होते होते शाम हो जाता है. शाम होते होते देन आई नीड टू प्रिपेयर फॉर टुमारो. यस. Among the 11 places I used to teach, an academy was one of them. Nothing really changed for me. वो गया तो दो आए बस खत्म. I'm in discussions with couple of big institutes in Delhi, so I may eventually move to Delhi. तो हो गया. Answer is A, 1 and 2 only. Battle of Saraighat was basically a battle between Ahom and um, Mughals. कुणाल, जब पैसा हो जाता है परमात्मा, बाकी सब उसमें हो जाते हैं आत्मा. He was commander. Lachit Borpukhan was a commander in the Ahom kingdom, known for his leadership in the 1671 Battle of Saraighat that thwarted a drawn-out attempt by Mughal forces under the command of Ram Singh I to take over Ahom kingdom. The Battle of Saraighat was fought on the banks of Brahmaputra in Guwahati. India, ever since 1999, has been conferring the best passing out cadet, Lachit Borpukhan Gold Medal. During the last phase of Battle of Saraighat, when Mughals attacked Assamese through river of Saraighat, many Assamese soldiers began losing their will to fight. It was Lachit's clarion call to all the soldiers that made them fight till their last breath, ultimately resulting in the defeat of Mughals. Yes, Madhav. See, I understand. See, एक इंस्टीट्यूट चलाने में पैसा लगता है, पर आई एम टेकिंग यूट्यूब क्लासेस. मेरे क्लासेस तो फ्री है, राइट. और यूट्यूब मेरे से पैसे नहीं लेता, तो इसलिए मैं आपसे पैसे नहीं लेता. इट्स सिंपल लॉजिक. यूट्यूब डजंट टेक मनी फ्रॉम मी, सो आई डोंट टेक मनी फ्रॉम यू. पीरियड, दैट्स इट. इसमें हाँ संदीप, actually to get the gems only, the jewels were actually forced to leave because the gems were coming. हालात ही ऐसे बना दिए थे कि jewels had to leave. Impressions of cloth on ceilings, impression of cloth on a trough, fragment of a woven cloth. Alamgirpur, Mohenjo-daro, Lothal, and Harappa. The Goebbels of Indian history is now with them. So, Joseph Goebbels of Indian history. क्या करें? 1C, 2A, 3B, 1A, 2B, 3C, 1B, 2C, 3D, 1A, 2C, 3B. Do you guys know what is Goebbels propaganda? Ever heard of the word Goebbels propaganda? It was actually Joseph Goebbels who first said that tell a lie a million times and people will believe it is the truth. Joseph Goebbels was the propaganda minister of Adolf Hitler. Now, currently, Goebbels space is going on in history. Goebbels space. खाली propaganda, content कुछ नहीं है. But that's the idea, no, Saurabh? I'll tell you the fact of this UPSC में मेरे 12 साल हो चुका है. In UPSC, you can lie to a few times. but you can't lie to all at all the times. प्रोपेगेंडा सोसाइटी में चलता है, यूपीएससी एग्जाम में नहीं. ये यूपीएससी एग्जाम सोसाइटी का बाप है. तुम प्रोपेगेंडा करोगे, वो कुछ और तोड़ेगा. दिस इज यूपीएससी गाइस, यूनियन पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन. ऐसे बहुत सारे गोबेल्स आए गए. ये एग्जाम ना बदला, ना बदलेगा. I mean, that's the reason why I really love UPSC exam, because nothing works here other than content, other than good quality content. And nobody can survive here just on the basis of propaganda. Answer is C, guys. One, the impressions of cloth on ceilings have been found at Lothal, at Bonjudaro. Cloth, Bonjudaro. And impressions of cloth on a trough is Lothal. Fragments of a woven cloth were also observed in Hadappa. The maximum concentration of Harappan sites is in uplands of Baluchistan, marshlands of Run of Kutch, plains of Indus and its tributaries, foothills of the Himalayas. And as an aspirant, guys, I always suggest aspirants, you have only two rules to follow in your life. Ek, you have come here for your exam. तो आपको content, content and only content required for the exam is important. बाकी मोटिवेशन ये वो सब तो बाद में चलता रहे. मोटिवेशन क्या है यार, यूट्यूब में 15 मिनट का वीडियो देखो, फुल मोटिवेट हो जाओगे. नंबर वन. नंबर टू, मेक द बेस्ट यूज ऑफ फैकल्टीज दैट यू हैव एक्सेस टू. एवरी फैकल्टी, जिन जहीं कहीं भी कौन से भी इंस्टीट्यूट में हो, कहीं भी हो, मेक द बेस्ट यूज ऑफ इट, बिकॉज एट द एंड ऑफ द डे दिस इज योर एग्जाम. यू आर ओनली आर रिक्वायर्ड टू पास. बाकी कोई पास, बाकी सब सी लोग आएंगे, लोग जाएंगे जिंदगी में. इंस्टीट्यूट्स आते हैं, इंस्टीट्यूट्स जाते हैं, वो सब तो चलता रहेगा. ये सिस्टम है. बस अपना देख लो. Be a little selfish and look after yourself. That's the only thing you need to do in power. Answer is C, mainly in the plains of Indus Valley. Good morning, Brapurna. Plains of the Indus Valley and its tributaries. That's where you see. Among recent discoveries, most remarkable Harappan site, which was probably a trading post out meant for procuring lapis lazuli in particular, is located at Shortga in northeast Afghanistan, Musa Khair in northwest Frontier Province, Mundigak in south Afghanistan, Dam Sadat in northeast Baluchistan. And I'm sure most of these names जिंदगी में पहली बार सुन रहे हैं आप लोग. वही ना पार्थ, अंत में बच्चा मोटिवेट होके जाता है. एंड मोटिवेशन से प्रीलिम्स क्लियर नहीं होता, कंटेंट से ही होता है. शोरतुगाई, एक ही नाम सुना है, वो एक ही नाम पता है. शोरतुगाई, outermost settlement only for procuring lapis lazuli. You're right. While Lothal is the only Indus city whose citadel and lower towns are together surrounded by its city brick walls, one another Indus city has the distinction of having the lower town also being surrounded by a separate massive brick wall. Pick out from among the following. Sukta Gindor, Banwali, Chanudaro, Kalibangan. I think some people wanted Indus Valley questions. No, Indus Valley is very important है prelims के लिए. That's why I'm doing the Indus Valley questions now. सौरभ, पूरे इंडस में एक एक और सिटी है, लोथल के बजाय, लोथल के अलावा एक और सिटी है जहां लोअर टाउन में भी दीवारें हैं। ऐसी कौन सी सिटी है? बस, दैट्स व्हाट द क्वेश्चन इज आस्किंग। इंडस में दो पार्ट्स हैं सिटी में, लोअर टाउन, अपर टाउन, है कि नहीं? बस, आंसर इज बी, 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 बनवाली। बनवाली में भी लोअर टाउन में फोर्टिफिकेशन है, along with the mounds or the upper town. Even in Banwali, there is fortification in the lower town, along with the upper town. Which one of the following Harappan sites has a stone fortification with square bastions at the corners and in the center of the longer sides? ये होते हैं इंडस के क्वेश्चंस, ऐसे होते हैं इंडस वैली के क्वेश्चंस। प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस है ये। एक्चुअली बहुत आसान है। सुक्टा कैंडोर स्टोन कंस्ट्रक्शंस, गुजरात, बलूचिस्तान सेक्शन। किस बात का कंफ्यूजन है? ब्रिक फोर्टिफिकेशन नहीं, स्टोन फोर्टिफिकेशन। सुक्टा कैंडोर में ब्रिक मिलता नहीं है। सुक्टा कैंडोर डजंट हैव ब्रिक, राइट? Harappan bricks were mainly sawn with the help of saw-like instrument, made in an open mode, handmade, cut with the help of a chisel. These are previous year questions from UPSC question bank. All exams. Harappan bricks were handmade. Yes, they were handmade. They are not mold bricks. They are handmade bricks. Assertion. A distinctive feature of the house construction of Harappans was that the roadward side of the block presented a plain blank facade. Entrances to the house were from the narrow lanes, which were set at right angles to the main streets. In the context of above statements, which one of the following statements is or are correct? Assertion, reason. ये रीजन की वजह से ये assertion सही है या गलत, पहले वो पता करो। Brick size was uniform, सौरभ। ब्रिक साइज बिल्कुल यूनिफॉर्म था, 4:2:1। आंसर इज बी। Both assertion and reason are statements true by themselves, but because of the reason, assertion is not true. R is not the correct explanation of ये। दोनों स्टेटमेंट्स अपनी अपनी जगह में करेक्ट हैं, पर assertion is not assertive because of the reason given. Kunal, very simple. Whenever you are doing assertion reason questions, just stick to only the question. Is the assertion correct only if you consider the reason as a statement? और कुछ भी नहीं। हाँ, you need to only decide if both the statements are true individually and if both the statements are true independently with each other. बस खत्म। क्योंकि I mean what the answer of this question basically means is because the houses have side entrances, that is not the reason why the front face of the house is blank facade. घरों का एंट्रेंस साइड में है, इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि घर का मेन दीवार ब्लैंक है, बिकॉज मेन दीवार में विंडोज भी नहीं होते ना, देर आर नो विंडोज ऑल्सो, राइट. Consider the following list 1 and list 2. Indo-Aryans, Greek, Romans, Persians and Arabs, Sindhu, Hindu, Indus. Which of the following is or are correctly incorrectly matched? Select the correct answers from the codes given below. Answer is C. Indo-Aryans used to call it Sindhu River. Greek and Romans used to call it Indus. Persians and Arabs used to call us Hindu. बिल्कुल sir. Yes. Potter's wheel, a major technological innovation, was introduced at Mehergarh, the earliest agrarian settlement in the subcontinent, around which millennium BC? Fifth, fourth, third, sixth millennium BC. Potter's wheel. He used it fourth millennium BC, fourth, 40,000 BC. Fourth millennium BC. Neolithic, fourth millennium BC. Neolithic, fourth millennium BC. Potter's wheel. Where did excavators discover a third small mound, distinct from the citadel and lower town, containing only remnants of fire altars? मतलब एक Indus city which has extra mound other than the regular mounds. ला citadel, lower town छोड़ के एक extra mound भी पता चला. Which Indus city? Where fire altars were there. Kalibangan, Kalibangan. Yes. Match list 1 and list 2. Harappan sites, burial customs. Harappa, Lothal, Kalibangan, Surkatoda, brick chamber or chest, coffin burials, pot burial, double burial. Oh, yes. पक्का आज का ये हरापन क्वेश्चंस आपको कहीं नहीं मिलेंगे. Answer is C. Answer is C. Harappa, coffin burials. Lothal, sorry, Harappa, pot burials. Lothal, double burial. Coffin burials were basically terracotta coffins. Terracotta coffins. Brick chamber in Kalibangan. Sur Katoda, pot. Sur Katoda, pot burials. Answer is C. Granaries or warehouses have been excavated at Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, Chanudaro, Kalibangan, Lothal, Banwali. ग्रैनरीज कहाँ कहाँ मिले थे? आंसर इज सी. Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, and Lothal. Guys, Kalibangan, Banwali cannot have granaries because they both are actually food producing areas, agricultural areas. Why would they have granaries in the first place if they themselves are producers? The purpose of granary is to store food, no? Which one of the following is the latest Indus city discovered in India? Manda, Dholavira, Daimabad, Rangpur. Answer is B. Dholavira. Dholavira is the latest fully excavated or fully founded site. Daimabad Rangpur पहले ही मिले थे. It was Dholavira among the availables which we have. Assertion. Indus humpless bull called unicorn because it is shown in a profile on seals with its horns superimposed on each other and pointing forward was probably a mythical rather than a real beast. Indian humped bull were less commonly represented than the humpless cattle, both on the seals and in terracottas. In the context of the two statements, which one of the following is correct? Prapurna, Dholavira was the latest excavations among the excavation timelines that you observed. Daimabad Rangpur were excavated before. I know. This is one of those questions where if you are not very sure, better to skip. Answer is B. Humped cattle or humped bull is actually represented less on the seals, no? What is the doubt here? Humpless bull, which is the unicorn's picturization, is the most represented on Indus Valley seals or Indus Valley markings or Indus Valley toys. So both the statements are true. Both the statements are right. But yes, exactly. Assertion is not right because of the reason which is given. This is an old question, previous year question. Not sure how many will be able to even answer this. Mahadevan, language was Dravidian and script relied upon homophones. S.R. Rao said that Indus language is closer to Dravidian rather than to language. Kinnear Wilson accepted Dravidian hypothesis and published an impressive computer coordinates. Parpola attempted to read the contents of inscription in terms of analogies between Harappan and Sumerian signs. Soviet scholars attempted to read the script as containing a pre-Indo-Aryan of the Indo-European family. skip. I understand this. ये उस जमाने के questions थे when there would also used to be optional questions being added. Okay. Answer is C actually. So according to Mahadevan, Mahadevan is the guy who supported Dravidian hypothesis and who believed that Indus language is of Dravidian origins. ये recently current affairs में भी आया था. S.R. Rao is the one who believed Indus Valley language is, you can say, Proto-Indo-European, I mean, pre-Indo-European language, pre-Sanskrit. Okay, so Mahadevan, Dravidian hypothesis. S.R. Rao, Indo-European language. He believed that Indus is Indo-European language. A nude male dancing figure in grey stone with twisting shoulders, one raised leg, reminiscent of Lord Nataraja of later times, basically comes from Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, Lothal, Chanhudaro. Nude male dancing figure, grey sandstone figure. I'm not talking about the dancing girl statue. This is mentioned in the new NCRTs. Mohenjo-daro is dancing girl statue. Male statue, Chanhudaro. Yes. Okay. Not bronze girl statue. Last question. Majority of Indus terracotta figurines were hand modeled, made in single mounds, cut with a saw, sculptured with a chisel. Terracotta figures. Remember pinching technique? I keep telling in the class. Indus Valley terracottas are actually made of pinching technique, handheld, handmade, completely hand modeled. Exactly. Okay. Guys, for today, let us end this session here. We will meet tomorrow in the morning, 8 a.m. with MCQ session. And again, if the internet plays up today, Viceroy's ka to pura videos aa hi jayega today. Okay. Thank you guys. And I'll be sharing this PDF now in the Telegram group. Thank you. You have a nice day. Bye bye.